everyone, and welcome back, guys, to episode 3 of my F1 1990s career mode, guys. And once again, I can only thank you for the amount of support we've had so far on this series. The second episode managed to get well over 150 views so far, so hopefully, you guys, it's quite clear that you're enjoying this series, guys. But round 3 here today at Imola for the San Marino Grand Prix, guys. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how well we fare. It's actually obviously the first classic track as such we're doing in this career mode, guys. And here for the San Marino Grand Prix, obviously I'm driving for Ferrari. This is a track that I really want to win at. Obviously Damon Hill so far this season, as you would have seen at the start, has won both races and already has a 24-point lead over myself in the championship, guys. But we're starting down in P10 on the grid once again for this Grand Prix here. So obviously Gerhard not doing very well in qualifying, guys. If you guys are unsure of the format, though, I will leave a link to the full playlist down in the description. The first episode explains all the rules for this career mode, guys. But here we are then for the San Marino Grand Prix. I'm feeling quite confident around this track. It's one of my favourite tracks from this classic edition of the game, guys. But I think we've got Damon Hill on pole once again there. I think he's got Mansell alongside of it. Schumacher, my teammate, down in P6. Myself down in P10, driving for Ferrari for one of their home Grand Prix this season, guys. We've got Alesi and Capelli right next to me on the grid, but it's 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights for the San Marino Grand Prix, and it's lights out, and away we go. And then we're going to flick it up straight into Richmond here to try and get a good run down towards turn 1 there. Alesi trying to come across me there, but we're not going to allow him to do that. Schumacher has got off to a terrible start, fishtailing his way down towards turn 1 here. We're just trying to find a gap through the pack there, and the Ferraris beside me completely open up there, so we're going to be able to go up into P7 down the inside of Prost there, up into P6 here, and now we're looking side by side with Eddie Irvine there as he completely backs out of that as well. So up into P5 we already go in that Grand Prix there, so 5 positions made up very early on, and next up on my hit list will be David Coulthard there, but got very, very lucky with the way the whole field sort of just parted side to side for me, and I was just able to blissfully get my way through the field there. But now moving on to lap 2 here, just to see we're right behind David Coulthard now. He's probably the slowest of these top 4 Williams drivers here. These 4 guys really do have the quickest cars by quite a bit, and it's sort of like myself that really wants to fight with them. But we lock up the rear brakes there, accidentally cut that corner just where the car sort of drifted in, and I wasn't going to do anything to save it there. And unfortunately, I mean, we did lose a little bit of time, but coming into the next chicane there, we absolutely nail that right behind David Coulthard there, as you can just hear the engine as we completely light up the rear wheels out of the corner there. But following David Coulthard down into the next corner, we're going to go down the inside and up into P4 we go now. We're going to squeeze him out wide on the exit there, and we do manage to make that position stick there. He's running incredibly wide through the next corner there. But we are now moving up into P4 of this Grand Prix, and next up is the other British driver of Nigel Mansell in that other Williams car. As you see, by the end of lap 3 here, we've also been able to close in on him. So the pace so far in this Grand Prix is looking very, very strong. And as you see, coming into the final chicane here, we're just able to go so aggressively on the brakes here into the final 2 corners. And down towards the line there, we do go purple there at a 1 minute 27.1 there. You can just hear Jeff over the radio there telling me that we do need to go for an overtake. So we're going to try and line down Mansell down into turn 1 there. We make a little bit of contact with him there, but we do now move up into P3 there. Firm but fair move, if I do say so myself there. Now up into the podium positions we go. And next up on my hit list will be Jacques Villeneuve, and then it'll be Damon Hill, who we desperately need to have a bad race here today for Damon, just so everyone can really close him back in the title. As you can see, by the end of lap 4 though, I think we're going to see a couple of drivers coming to the pit lane there. As you can see, coming down towards past the pit lane there, we're going to move up into P2 now, and the only guy ahead of me now is Jacques Villeneuve here. So hopefully for us two, we can try and just really fly around this lap and try to go for a bit of an undercut on Hill and Mansell here, and hopefully, this could work out for us. All we've got to do is just push absolutely massively. See, by the end of the Sector 1 split, and we are actually purple there by nearly a whole second over my personal best so far this Grand Prix here. As you can see, coming towards the end of lap 5 now, we are both going to come into the pit lane here. It's going to be a 2-stop Grand Prix, this one, which I was quite surprised by at the start of the race, but flying into the pit lane there, I thought there'd be sort of more of a pit lane speed limit there, but we do actually go purple on that lap, getting into the 26s here, and I'm just going to see if I can close in any more gap to Jacques Villeneuve in the pit lane there. We nearly went into his grid box there, not too sure what that was all about. But there we are then, just confirmation that I went purple once again there. Moving on to a fresh set of the prime tyres. We're getting held by Villeneuve there, and that is not what I wanted there. But fortunately for the pair of us though, we have been able to jump Damon Hill there. Just see Damon just behind us there, and he will be kicking him in the cockpit there. You know, he's so disappointed for him that he's been able to be undercut by both his teammate and myself here. And now what we need to do is try to close in on Jacques Villeneuve here. See, coming into the fast chicane here, closing in absolutely massively on Villeneuve. But can we go for a move into the heaven there? He brakes incredibly early there. We had to cut the corner to avoid him, and no idea what Villeneuve was doing there. That was a brake check if ever I've seen one there. So unfortunately for me, you know, that's cost me a lot of time there. And we've also got a warning for corner cutting thanks to that as well there. But no idea what Villeneuve was doing there. He just brakes so early into the corner there. The AI just having not much confidence on the tyres, guys. And now moving on to lap 9 here. We're still right behind Villeneuve once again. There's he nailed the chicane. Once again, they're getting right 2 wheels all over the curbs there. That's how you got to attack it to really gain time over the AI here. We're going down the hill right behind Villeneuve. We go down the inside like we did to Coulthard there. We make a little bit of contact there, and Villeneuve gets caught out over the gravel there, and he's going to lose the lead of the Grand Prix there and lose a huge amount of time as well, thanks to that instant there. But I don't really think, you know, I didn't force him off the circuit there. He ran wide and just got one wheel dipped in the gravel there, and that just completely dragged him out. But we've obviously now inherited the lead of this Grand Prix now, and by the end of lap 11 here, we are going to come in for my second and final pit stop of the race. We're going to go back onto his set of the option tyres here, so hopefully, you know, we should have the pace in these final couple of laps of this Grand Prix here. But Villeneuve is actually going to go past the pit lane there. He's going to try and go out for another lap there, so we might actually get jumped by him as well as Prost here. So hopefully, you know, we don't get jumped by these guys, or if we do, I'm just hoping I come out in a bit of clear air there. We get a 5.4 second pit stop. And I think Prost is just about going to come past me. Yes, he does. And we move down into P3 there, but those good guys ahead of us have still got to make a pit stop left in this Grand Prix here. So hopefully, you know, we should obviously be able to get straight back past Prost. And hopefully we should be still past Villeneuve in this race, guys. We're going to go rich mix just to make sure, because Villeneuve could try and stretch these tyres right to the very end of the Grand Prix there. But fortunately for me, by the end of lap 12 here, so we're right on Prost's rear end. As you can see, they both come into the pit lane there. So we'll retake the lead of this Grand Prix here. And, you know, it's looking quite like it's going to be a textbook win for me now in the final couple of laps of this Grand Prix. We've got spare fuel if we need it. But we are now back in the lead, and we've got quite a big gap, near enough a whole pit stop to Jacques Villeneuve behind me there. You can just see on the left-hand side there, Hill has actually been able to re-jump Villeneuve there in that pit stop there. So not really what I wanted. We need Villeneuve to lose out on as many points as he possibly can in this title at the moment, because obviously, although it's only early days, we still need Hill to lose points in this title fight. We can just see, moving on now to lap 15 here, we've got a 15-second lead as well over Damon Hill here, so it's looking like it could be a textbook win for myself, guys. But coming on into the next chicane, and we've got a penalty there. I cannot believe how on earth have we done that? Corner cut penalty, 20 seconds worth. What's that all about? That's ridiculous. Considering that was only a tiny corner cut as well. And a 20-second time penalty there. We've got to pull out 4 seconds over Damon Hill in the final lap of this Grand Prix. And I think that's near enough impossible to do there. But no idea what the stewards are thinking there. A 20-second time penalty for that small corner cut. And if Villeneuve hadn't have brake checked me, we wouldn't have got that penalty there. We would have had one warning less. But coming down towards the line though, on the final lap of the Grand Prix. And are we going to win, or are we going to come P2? It's going to be P2 in the third round of the season there. Damon Hill is going to take home another win there, and the gap in the end, just half a second there. I can't actually believe that, you know. The stewards, a 20-second time penalty for that, in my opinion, is ridiculous. It was only a tiny cut as well. It's just obviously trying to get back used to the car. But that has lost me the win of the San Marino Grand Prix. They're one of Ferrari's home races this season there. We were the only Ferrari in the top 4. And we just missed out on the win by half a second there. You can see my fastest lap near enough, well, over 2 seconds quicker than Hill. So we clearly had the pace to absolutely destroy him in that Grand Prix there. But I cannot believe that we've got a 20-second time penalty there. 10th to 1st it was looking like, but unfortunately P2 in the end of that Grand Prix there. No massive surprises all the way down the field, bar David Coulthard retiring from that Grand Prix. But we do unfortunately hold on to P2 in the standings there. 31 points behind Damon Hill, as he has made it 3 wins from 3 races, guys. And it's going to take an almighty fight throughout the rest of the season there. But we've got a 9-point lead over Eddie Irvine behind me, guys. But I cannot believe that we got a 20-second time penalty for that, guys. You can just see looking at the constructors, we're still in P2 overall in the title fight, guys. But hopefully, you know, you guys have enjoyed this race. Do not forget to like, subscribe if you are new around here as well, guys, for more F1 content. And I will see you guys next time.
So promise that you'll catch me.